Hey everyone, it's Yeggin. How's it going? Okay, so, one thing I never do is I never ask anybody to like or subscribe when I make these videos. I'm just going to start this one out just by saying, if you like what you're seeing, if you've enjoyed this at all, and you haven't subscribed to my channel, why don't you go ahead and click that button down below there. I don't have any way for my character here to indicate down below, but you know what I mean. Down, or down. Whatever works. Just click it if you would. It's actually not my channel. It's a guy named Doug Lawless's channel. I'm not even sure how aware he is of what's going on in this world with Minecraft. It's not really his style, but yeah. Do that. That'd be awesome. Thank you if you do. If you like these videos, tell people about them or whatever. I don't know. I'd like to get a few more people watching them if possible. But you know how that works. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's not like I'm going to stop. I'm way too far along in this process. So behind me, as you can see, we've got that iron farm that I was working on last time. I was taking villagers. First, before we get started on the main part of this video, I thought I'd run back there and show you how that's working out. So let's go do that. All right. So I ended up getting 30 different villagers into these segments of this farm. And surprisingly, something that I've discovered is that every once in a while, an iron golem will materialize in the room with these little guys. Maybe I made the room too big. It's only happened once where I've had to kill a golem in there, but that was weird. The other thing I discovered, which I solved, but I'll show you what it was, is that I originally made these floors with slabs instead of full blocks. And I hadn't gotten iron for a long time, and I didn't know why. I came and looked in here and discovered that I had an iron golem stuck in the slabs here and an iron golem stuck in the slabs here. They were materializing in the middle, which was not working at all. So I replaced all of these blocks with solid blocks, full square blocks of cobble, and immediately started getting iron again. So, yeah, let's go take a look at that. It's been running for a while, definitely since the end of the last episode. It's not on a spawn chunk, so if I leave, it stops producing, which is kind of a bummer, but look at that. I have as much iron as it would take so long to find in this world in chests. It's going to work for me. It's going to continue as I work on things in the world in this area. It's going to continue to get me iron, and that's going to be enough for my needs. Unless I want to build an entire vault of iron blocks, which I may do. I may need to find a way to make it work better. But for now, I think it's kind of maxing out. Oh, there you go. See, we've got one right there. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these working before. Okay. I think there was 18 or 19 in there before, so we got 2 or 3. And that's how it works. But, they don't just pop down automatically. It's like 1 every 6 minutes or something. Actually, something is wrong. I'm lagging here really badly. I'm not even online. All right. Well, let's get away from this and see what's happening. I thought with 30 villagers, I'd get 3 times as many iron golems, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It's possible I'm going to need to stop the game, try to make it run a little better. But let's see. So I built this thing over here, and you might be saying, well, what is that? And basically, what I realized is the cobble generator that I had, that was that standard old cobble generator that people make that makes 1 piece of cobble at a time, that wasn't working for me at all. So I created this to spread out some lava on the glass, and then once that has run its way down and spread out the way it does, we just throw some water right there. Boom. Instant cobble. I don't have to wait for it. Move over a little bit. Do the same thing on this side. Don't fall in the lava. Now I've got a nice amount. I can even move, as long as I don't hit the source block and turn it into obsidian, I can keep finding ways to make cobble happen. Alright, and then when I'm done, I grab my lava back, which I can do like this. And it's yeah, it's time to get some serious work done with the pick. All right, see, and there you have it. So what did that give me? Almost 2 stacks of cobble just off of that little bit. And, you know, even if it wasn't faster than sitting there at a cobble generator and just getting cobble one at a time, it felt like a good way to go. You know, like it's just, I'm more active. And yeah, so I've been getting a lot of supplies that way. Now, I'm going to move away from everything and show you what my new plan is. All right, we can see out there in the distance, we can see our landscape, which means I'm going to want land here eventually. So let's talk about land. Let's say I want to make ground that isn't just flat like I'm doing up there with the trees. Well, I could build a foundation of cobble right off the bat. So let me get some glass blocks here. Okay. Okay, so now I've got a place to put the water. Got a place to put my lava. I have noticed that the lava doesn't spread out very far on glass. It feels like it doesn't. I don't know. I thought lava spread further than this in the world, but maybe I'm wrong. Regardless, whatever you want to do, just don't have the water come down directly on top of the main lava source block, because that's going to give you obsidian. You don't want to turn that into obsidian and lose your lava. So go off to the side. Oh, it did it anyway. All right, so here's what I'm telling you not to do. Don't make an obsidian block. But if you do, you're just going to have to go grab yourself some more lava. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I got some more lava. Basically, the lesson there is be careful with your source material, because you don't want to have to keep running and grabbing lava. Basically, you just want the water to do the work for you. For the cobble, you want to build a mountain of cobble, essentially, but you don't want to have to constantly be running back and forth for lava. This is supposed to be working for you. So stuff like that. You start building yourself a... Now see, it happened again. But I think you're getting the gist. Eventually, when I come through here and start throwing in dirt, we're going to have a mountain, or we're going to have a ridge, and I'll probably end up doing this all along this area, and I'll create hills with the cobble. Honestly, I feel like I have not done a good job keeping the water away from the source of the lava. I think I'm going to have to make sure the lava's up higher and dropping down, and then not put the water in a way that it can do that. So let's do this. Start our source lava there. We won't put the water up that high. We won't lose our lava, and we'll just keep getting what we're looking for. See how that works. That seems to be working a little better. So there's, you know, all kinds of different stuff we can do to try to get some of this working. I find it funny that that doesn't really do much right there. But who knows? It still is building land, randomized land, better than I probably could do it. Mine might be more artistic, but then that's not really the way nature works. Getting away from this, you can see we're getting a pretty decent mound there. And I feel like as I go, the water will create larger, you know, as the lava can drop down further, you see it will get more and more and more. So at first it'll feel like maybe I'm wasting my time a little bit, but then as we go, the water spreads out across lava that is spread out further, and we have more of an effect. Okay, now we're actually kind of getting somewhere. Kind of as I was hoping, the lava's going to start hitting the water, doing its own thing there too. That's the sound you want to hear. Just a lot of sizzling, making you a lot of ground. Alright, so let's take a look. It's not great, but it's something. And it'll be more. Eventually, when you see what I've done out here, you will see that this has actually become, you know, something that works for my master plan. Now, I don't want to really have to run into a lot of mobs that I'm not expecting, so I'm going to go ahead and torchlight this for now. And we'll come back to it. And you know, if you're a stickler for stuff, you can definitely do some serious lava casting. Okay. So, you know, it is what it is. Trust me, once I add some dirt, knock out a little of the glass, hopefully get some grass blocks. I've been doing some experimenting. I read a thing online that said there was a way to possibly make grass blocks. That didn't end up being the case. They said you could mix 2 parts gravel, 2 parts coarse dirt, and then treat it with a hoe, and that would give you a regular dirt block that could grow grass. But no, I didn't find that to be the case. You still need a grass block adjacent to that dirt in order to make that happen. So I'm still holding out that I'm going to be able to bring grass, and it's just not going to be dirt and trees out here and whatever kind of crops I plant, but we will see. So I'm going to leave this for now. When I come back, the next time I show you this area, you'll see something more shaped and more indicative of what I'm going for. But let's go see something else. Now, I told y'all I'd show you what this burning building was. But right here, this is a hint about what this burning building is all about. This works a little bit better than what I've got going so far with the lava casting. This is blasting with creepers. So where do I get creepers? I get creepers from my creeper hut. Alright, since there are no creepers in here right now, I'll show you what my creeper hut is. It has trapdoors on the top, it's too tall, and it's got carpet, keeping there from being any 6 blocks open, which means spiders cannot form and nothing taller than a creeper can form. I think maybe I could get those like baby zombies, but I don't know. So even during the day, this usually will give me creepers. It's much better at night, even though it is dark enough in there. Let's eat an apple. Oh, and before I start playing with creepers, I'm going to put my armor back on because this gets a little serious. Honestly, it's a mystery to me. That entire stronghold is lit. There are no creatures that can form in there. I'm far enough away from my mob farm that I shouldn't have any, everything in there should have despawned. There's no place where any mobs should be able to pop up at all, except for in that room. And the only mobs that should be able to pop up in that room are creepers. And I go through these periods where I go far enough away from it and I don't get creepers. And I honestly don't really understand that. But we'll pop back in here in a minute. Because obviously, as you can see, I've been getting some creepers. So I've decided that one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and have this be a drop-off like you find in the world sometime where it drops all the way down to water way below and it's a sheer cliff. So I'm going to have a sheer cliff down here down to water. It's going to be very cool. Makes me wish I had some jungle trees. I don't know if I'll ever be able to find any jungle trees. Hey, you know what? While we're waiting for creepers, why don't I show you something that I found the other day when I was just playing and not intending to record. I stopped because I found something, so let's show that footage right now. Hey everyone, it's Yeggin. What's up? Hey, I was not going to record today, and this wasn't a full episode. I'm just going to add this part into an episode, but I wanted to show you something I found. I decided to stop and start recording because I found it. I was out looking for another stronghold. I'm just out searching. I figure I'll go stronghold to stronghold and see what kind of other things I can find. Hopefully find some grass and hopefully find some sand, but I want to show you what I did find today. See it? Right down there? It's another tree. That means I've found 2 trees. Where'd my horse go? Dude, did you see my horse just take off? My horse just disappeared. I'm going to show you a tree, and then boom, my horse is gone. Like, just running off. That is not cool. I don't really know what the story with my disappearing horse is. I'm kind of hoping I'm going to log out and log back in and find my horse, because I need a horse. I'm very, very far away from where I was. I'm thousands and thousands of blocks away. I jump off my horse, he disappears. That's got to be some kind of a glitch, right? All right, see, there's my horse. I don't know what that was all about, people. I really don't. He just disappeared for a second. That's just glitchy stuff that happens when you're far from home, and I don't know why. So I'm going to put him in a hole, because I have found that this horse likes to run away when we're far away from home. I don't know why, but he does. Stay in there, horse. Get in that hole. Oh, just my luck. I'll kill my horse on accident. All right, stay in the hole. So I found one tree that could have been a total anomaly, but I found a second tree. That means it happens. Any of you playing this game are going to be able to find trees in the dirt if you look hard enough. I still can't speak to the grass blocks, but look at this thing. We're going to go check it out. I think it's just the same kind of tree that I got before, which is too bad. I'd love for it to be a different kind of tree, so at least I'd have some differentiation in my forests. But this was okay. It was cool to find this. It's weird. It's weirdly glitched. I mean, this is strange the way the world decided to put this tree in here like this. Look at that. That is a strange, naturally occurring tree. So, I've even got a good tool to take this tree down. It's just the same old kind of tree, I think, as my last one. So, I'm probably not going to get saplings to give me anything different than the last tree, if I get any saplings at all. Really? Oh, I got one sapling. Oak sapling. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same thing I had before. Okay, that does tell us, though, that trees exist. If there were two, there's, probably a million. Anyway, just wanted to show you that. And if I make another great find, well, I'll do an entire episode about it. But I already did the tree episode. So that was tree number 2. I did not cut that tree down with a fortune tool. I didn't use my fortune 3 pick. I used this axe, and I got one sapling. So keep that in mind. If you're going to do this, do it with a fortune tool. Okay, see you next time. All right, we're back. Yep, more trees. And in fact, after I found that tree that you saw there, I went about another 2,000 squares, 2,000 blocks, and I found another tree, awful lot like it. They were both oak. I've only found oak trees. But apparently, trees in underground rooms are not totally rare, because I found 3. So that means that there's going to be, I guess if you thought about the size of the whole world, that means there's probably thousands, if not millions. I don't know. I'm not that great at math. Anyway, let's go see if we got some creepers over there, because that's what we need. Creeper, hello. Oh, yes. Okay. So now it's working. Now it's working the way it's supposed to. So as you can see, I just run off until I want one creeper at a time, because one creeper will blow another creeper up. So let me run away from these guys until they stop. And let's try to pull one without pulling the other. There we go. I don't know why the one in the back came, but he did. Let's go over here. We're just digging out this valley. It's going to be a huge valley. It's going to go... Eventually, it's going to go all the way over here to, well, I don't know how far the valley will go. It just depends on how much of this creeper mining I want to do. But I think it's obvious to everyone's going to happen. Now I just wait. Look at that. It takes a long time, and it uses up my tools to break out glass. Or I can just do it with my fist, but it takes forever. Glass takes a long time to break. I think it's a lot more fun to mine with creepers. So, now that I've shown you this, and let's go ahead, let's just take this guy. Let's take him over this way. My other part of the project, remember? I wanted him over here. I gotta start the process of mining down to my water hole. Come on, buddy. As soon as I hear the hiss, run. Take a little bit of damage, maybe. But look at that. That's some good work. And really, it's some of them. It's more fun, really, than most of what I've been doing here. Yeah, you can see I've done a little bit of work on this one already. I was making one here. Come on, creeper. And it's also it creates a randomized pattern, I think, that's better than I would do on my own. So this one, I'll blow the hole with creepers down a ways, and then I'll shape it, of course, using my own artistic sense. Oh, okay, now it's working. I told you guys I was having trouble finding creepers. Now look at this. There's creepers everywhere. There's so many, it's starting to lag me a little bit. And there's one come. Uh-oh. I'm lagging so much I'm going to get blown up. He's still following. He's still following. I don't know that I can get away from him. I don't know that I trust it. Oh, he was almost on me. All right. I might as well not waste these creepers while I have them. But of course the key is to only get one at a time. No, two following. Alright, let's waste one of them. Why not? Oh. So, I was unable to fire my bow there. I have lag issues. Maybe it's the rain and the creepers and everything else I'm trying to do. But this is not working the way I intended. Guess let's just blow them both up. Let's just let it happen. It's not going to be a double-size explosion. Whew. Oh, yes, he survived. Alright. So I think y'all can see. Oh, that one wanted to go home. Let's let him go home. I've made my point. You've seen what I'm doing here. That is, it's more fun. It's more fun than just digging holes, you know? Alright, so as we take a look, I'm just going to go sideways along here where you can't see any glass. You kind of can see what I've got going on. I still need those grass blocks, but pretty cool looking place. It's beginning to look like a world. Yeah. I've got this kind of messy batch of chests and things here where I just store everything. You know, I've been collecting different things that I'm going to need. Dirt. I've got a lot of dirt. Each piece of this dirt has come out of one of those monster rooms. You know, the small rooms down in the mine shafts where the monsters form. That's basically where all the dirt's going to come from. Unless I could figure out a way to make dirt. And I'm not doing any kind of duping or anything. I'm only going to do that if I can find sand. Or at some point, I guess, if I decide I need a lot of gravel and I figure out how to do that end duping thing, I may do that. But really, sand is the only place I think where I'm going to get seriously into the duping. So, still haven't found a single piece. And I'm beginning to think that there isn't any. I've said this before. There may be no sand. Still, I would love it if someone knew a way to bring sand into the world legitimately. Is there a creature that drops it? Is there something? Can you reverse engineer glass? I really wish you could put glass on the table, you know, on the workbench, and have it break down into its component sand. Because sand is really just glass, right? It makes me think this whole world was just nuked. It was a desert that got nuked, like my racist relatives always talk about. All right. Anyway, these are the kind of things I'm going to be doing. Probably I'm going to do a lot of work now building the world before I come back for another episode. I'm either going to find something exciting, something new, or I'm going to build. I'll probably bring you back when I have some new landscapes to show you and possibly a village. I need to build a village and then get some new villagers since I used up 30 zombie villagers. Actually, I used up about 22, 23, 24, and the other villagers were babies that I got the villagers to have, which was cool. Yeah, I'll do all that. I'll have more to show you, and It might be a little while because I'm just going to do some work, but yeah, I've shown you the tactics I'm going to use. So until next time, thanks a lot.